Just a heads up to everybody out there in Streamland, we are taking a momentary break from the commentary to consume edibles. That is Subway. Eat fresh. Our sponsor, Subway, for today. They provided us food. We provided them money. Admittedly, it's a pretty bad sponsorship deal. I mean, it's kind of it's give and take.
Capitalism,
Screw you,
everybody.
Subway.
Alright, everybody. As you can see, we are loading into this next game here. First game of a 3-game series between UTB Playground and Dank Ganks. UTB, I'm not going to explain that to you. You can ask the team. It's a joke somewhere along the lines. Something, 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 child molestation. Looks like we're having a potentially more aggressive start here.
"30 seconds until minions spawn."
Oh, the disappointment ward over the wall didn't make it into the brush. Zyra going for some harass, managed to miss. If this commentary feels a little one-sided, it's mostly because Kohler, my partner in crime, is currently still consuming edibles, as he so elegantly put it earlier.
I love sandwiches.
Subway, eat fresh.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, looks like we're going for the safe early game starts here. No invades or anything. Some early wards just to kind of get, figure out where everybody's at. Again, the bottom side jungle starts is pretty popular. Everybody likes to kind of gank top lane first. Mundo top laner. I've been seeing a lot of him lately, from what I remember. Ooh, a pause coming in. What's going on? It's like we're having some video, some FPS drops on one of our competitors' machines. Get new comp pleb. Well stated. Well stated. 10 out of 10 would not play League on VFlux's machine. Potato quality. Well said. Ah, yes, the classic chat of a League of Legends game. High quality sportsmanship right here. Looks like we're gonna get unpaused here. Syndra and Gragas being fairly popular picks in these last couple games. You're going to want Zin to be on the top on the... Oh, never mind. Not quite. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I do believe that is the correct layout as far as having the corresponding opposing team members on the layout there, Kohler. Did we up the volume in there so now we're more audible?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like this. And I come back.
Ooh, first blood going to Zyra.
You come back in time for first blood, and we got a fight going on top. 2v1 against Vi. She's going down. She wastes her flash trying to get to Trundle, but doesn't make it. By the way, this is Kohler, and I am back. I'm the loud and annoying one. John is the quiet, sexy one. Zyra landing her plant bind thingy on Lucian. Okay, I'm done. I ain't eat one now.
That flash was almost worthy of a Jukes for Days title.
By the way, Kevin, if you want to adjust the volume level in there, I did just pull game audio down a tad. Just let me know if everything sounds good. Alright, Trundle pushed under tower, putting out his little ice realm and farming away while Mundo wards top. effectively telling, well, it doesn't even matter with Vi. Vi can walk in and just do what she wants.
Great thing
Ganks.
about Ben Zuniga, he tends to relay his strategies to everybody all the time because he's confident that he's the best player NA. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a play the Ruin King immediate start.
Getting into a punching match, Ben noticed his damage. He knew he was going to win that trade.
He also knew how to cancel 2 auto attacks. He could have smacked Mundo with that trash at least 2 more times in that engagement.
I do that all the time. I'm so excited to right-click repeatedly. I just cancel. All right, so let's take a look at the farm here. Even top, 80 carries. Also even Ash coming out. Okay, Vi Gang coming in. Syndra wants nothing to do with that. She's not level 6, so no ult for Vi right there. But just some pressure there for Gragas. Another getting into a punching match up top. Mundo landing his cleavers.
Deciding it was
Gotta
a good
cleave
time
till
to
they leave.
Yeah, cleave till they leave. Mundo decided that it was a good time to ask Trundle a question.
Can I ask you a question? So we've got Ardenak is just kind of babysitting bot lane there on the Xin Zhao. Just kind of hanging out, maybe going for it. Nope, he is, I believe, teleporting, or is that backing? He doesn't even have teleport. He does not. That would be an uncommon pick for a jungler, but you never know. Levels up to 5 while he's sitting there. He held off on that back. I think he knew he was going to hit 5. And looks like he's just going to resume his jungle route. Probably go pick up the white camp. I don't even know what the official name for that camp is.
It is white.
It's just white camp.
W-I-G-H-T, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 R away from being right.
Drew Wright. We miss you, man.
Is this
Where are you?
levels?
Why aren't you here? So Mundo getting aggressive in that top lane. Mundo is going to be a monster late game, as always. And taking the tower, and Ben sees that, and he's going to go in, but he backs off with the Ignite ticking. I'm actually surprised. Why do you think he did that? The mana?
If I had to guess, that would be the reason, because
Yeah.
he certainly had the damage output. If he would have had the mana, he could have stuck on that, and he would have certainly had a kill there.
Getting some poke on Leona.
Could have also been the fact that he wasn't warded, so maybe he was worried about Ardenak coming out of a bush and just, you know, playing some win now, good old-fashioned win now.
Win now. Win now. All right, and just in case it wasn't said, we do have UTB Playground. I believe you did say this, but on the blue side and Dank Ganks on the purple side. Now, you didn't want to explain it, but I think it's too good to not be explained. UTB Playground is actually Uncle Touchy's basement playground.
Correct.
Like you said, something inappropriate. Something starts with an M.
Monsters.
All right, Cinder getting pushy in that mid, getting a little low on mana. I don't know if she's gonna. She really can't get off the combo that she needs right now, so Gragas can just kind of hang out and farm.
Xin is nearby, so if he wants to go for a gank and he wants the stun, she's definitely gonna need some mana for that.
She's gonna go pick up blue buff though, and that's gonna help her out a ton. Let's take a look.
Looks like both junglers picking up their refreshed first buff. Vi
did
just
get
grabbed
that.
red. Looks like blue was donated to Syndra, in fact.
That's going to help her out a ton.
Yeah.
She is a laner that, with the aggression of those stuns like that and the slow... Did she ignite?
She
I
did.
thought I saw the particles. Getting the flash out. Vi's gank just brutal. Syndra, does she have the stun that she needs? No, she doesn't.
Oh, red
The
buff.
ult comes out with the last tower hit. Dang. I thought that may have been a kill.
It could have almost been, but just not enough damage. She didn't have...
Mundo going in, getting the flash out of Trundle. Trundle's going to walk away, though. It is his ice domain. I think that's what it's called. That big circle.
Could be. I might be right on that. I don't really play Trundle. All I know is in that last mid-encounter, Syndra didn't quite have the balls to take care of Vi.
But you get puns for days.
Tons of damage.
What's that? Is the first game over? Oh god. That we're 9 minutes in. 9 minutes? Yeah.
All right, got people coming by asking what we're doing, seeing how the games are going.
Judging us and stuff.
So let's So here's an interesting thing that let's actually just watch this fight. Trundle putting the damage up, but again, pretty low on mana. Just getting the poke, which, in a way, poking Mundo actually increases his damage. Vi is going to come in for the gank. This is going to be a painful one for Mundo. I think Mundo is going to go down no problem. They dive the turret. Vi tanks it no problem. Really, Vi backs off. They're going to rotate that tower aggro. That may have been a mistake. This is going to be a failed gank. Mundo gets that without much difficulty. And the health comes back up. That Vi's decision to rotate out. Why do you think that she did that? She had plenty of health. I think that was
she had health for maybe 2 or 3 more tower hits. They probably could have traded tanking tower hits. That probably would have been the best idea.
Yeah.
Taking minimal damage on the tower hits, just taking the first hit from each one.
Yeah, but that's hard when you're trying to dive somebody.
And there was no ignite on Mundo, so he had his ult going, so he had probably more health regen than they accounted for. Especially, that's pretty evident by the fact that Ben did in fact die under tower.
Mundo has more health regen than anyone needs. That's just too much.
I believe the first commandment. If there were 10 commandments to playing Mundo, the first one would be always live, never die.
I just want to point out the items here for this bot lane, which is pretty even. Ashe ahead a little bit with the assist and slight CS lead, but the items actually looks like Lucian is ahead in items. He has that longsword.
Go ahead and hit X real quick just to see where gold's at between the two.
Oh no! I'm sorry. When Ashe took boots.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Instead of a longsword, so they're
that's about equivalent
solid
price.
Oh, the Leona is all coming out, getting the stun. Ashe flashes out, but that's too much damage with the ignite. That was a brutal gank. Oh, that was beautifully executed by Uncle Touchy's basement playground.
Yeah.
3v2, Xin Zhao is there to cover the lane. However, it is 3v1 right now. They're hanging around, taking out those wards. The minions hanging out with them in the brush.
Ooh, we got Ardnak hanging over the wall. Wow, that 6th Sense ward placement.
I like that Trundle statue.
Yeah.
With that skin. Alright, so blue team's pressuring the dragon. Let's see if they can pick that up. They do without much difficulty. And Matt is just going to get Charlie Foxtrotted.
Uncle Touchy's going to have some fun in his basement.
He gets away. Let's see if he can make it beautiful. All he needed was an auto, but that was
just shy of being hashtag the plays.
That was as good as he could have done. That was he must have gone in to try to steal. He did have his smite up, so he could probably try to smite steal.
Yeah.
But take a look at the gold though. 16-5 for Dank, Ganks, 16-3 for UTB. I mean, it's pretty much the same. So
at this point in the game, it's a pretty much negligible difference in gold.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
What is that?
sorry, I'm looking at a coffee drink here, not commenting on the game. Mundo just starting to assert his dominance in that upper lane. I'm surprised that we didn't see picks and bans, but I'm surprised to see Mundo slipping through.
If I remember correctly, Mundo was banned in at least 1 or 2 of the last couple games, and there were only 2 of the last games, so it was either in one of the games or both of them that Mundo was banned. Mostly because everybody is aware of the first commandment of playing Mundo.
Always live, never die.
Yes, always live, never die. Health for days.
Now we're starting to see Dank Ganks just slightly edge out that gold lead. We're talking about 1,000 gold here. It's very small, but they are getting some momentum up in the top lane. V-Flux is 0-2 and has half of Mundo's farm, so that Mundo is really going to be something to watch out for in the mid to late game. I mean, he's already kind of a menace to society, rocking that Sunfire cape and the armored boots. And Mundo is just stepping on Trundle, saying, "Get out of my lane. I am here to farm."
Yeah, pretty much the only way Trundle's going to be able to really deal with Mundo is if he has both his ult up and he gets a Blade of the Ruined King. That's the only way he's going to be able to deal with the absurd amount of health regeneration that Mundo has.
Yeah. And Mundo is pressuring him under tower up there, I see on the map. Taking the tower hits, but really doesn't care. Alright, so it looks like Ashe has roamed mid. It looks like they're possibly aiming to get a push up mid here. Let's take a look at what's going on here. They're going to push off Gragas, and I mean, they don't have minions for quite a while here. Blue team's going to have time to react to that, no problem. Meanwhile, in the top island, they just continue trading. Mundo poking down Trundle. Alright, the initiate coming out. Gragas says, "I don't want anything to do with that." With his ult, Syndra just auto-attacking and not really casting abilities. The stun comes out, and Vi is going to step back. It's a 4v3 now, though, with everyone there. Purple, they're pinging down. They're going to rotate back bottom. What was the team fight UI button?
Yeah.
And so you could tell that these are teams that have, you know, played together a bit. They're definitely trying out strategies, and they're not playing like we were yesterday.
No, not at all.
As a ragtag clan.
They look like they woke up this morning.
What just an admirable observation there, John.
Yesterday we played as if we hadn't woken up. We
No,
played
we
as if
slept
we were
through
an
that.
unconscious body that you found in Uncle Touchy's basement.
My nickname
This is getting very dark very fast.
Okay, we got a trade going here, but Vi's going to come in. This is a good strategy. Just babysit that top lane. Vi getting the ult up, but that Mundo health regeneration, Mundo goes where he pleases.
And he also, fun fact, pleases where he goes.
Me and John had to trade some high fives there.
They were both of similar quality, so it was a fair trade.
All right, nailing that stun. They're going to dive in. Ashe gets the ignite on her. Is she going to be able to live through this?
Wow, that barrier.
The barrier holding her out. She's going to walk away, and now the ignite takes down Leona. That turned around, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what they can pick up here. It's 2v2. Damage is coming out. It looks like Purple is... Wow, that is some crazy damage. And I think everyone's just going to die here. Gragas just covering that lane like a fat man can and should.
Using that mass to his advantage.
That mass. Vi lunging out to assert her dominance in the lane. I would like to point out her sunglasses are up, and that is the problem, and that is why she's going to die here. She needs to bring the sunglasses down.
Sunlight hurts my eyes.
And that particular play right there, that we got an LOL in the all chat. Apparently these guys think this is a game, something to be laughed
This
at.
is League of Legends. This is life.
Xin Zhao taking a stroll through the river, just putting out some wards. Alright, Mundo again pressuring that top lane. Mundo is now double V-Flux's farm, which is going to be troublesome for when these team fights start. I mean, at this point, top lane is definitely doing the island thing. There hasn't been any real team fights yet. Purple pressuring the dragon. Let's see if they can pick it up. I think they'd pull it out, but looks like Blue is going to be able to steal it. The Gragas ult coming out to the Vi
from Uncle Touchy's basement playground.
Gragas is going to get taken down by the Ignite. Lucianol coming out, but Ashe is going to come and try to put out that damage, but now she is alone, and they are split. Syndra not knowing what to do.
It's a lifetime full of sadness for Ashe right now.
Oh, the stun coming out from Syndra, but just a moment too late. Ashe going down.
And this is why positioning is so important in League of Legends.
Yeah, that was a tough area to have a team fight with that wall right there, but Did Dragon get picked up there?
It did.
Do not.
It did. It got picked up by Blue Team by
Okay.
Uncle Touchy's Basement Playground.
So
They made
that's
up a
good.
bit of the gold lead that they had on them. After
Yep.
that, so.
We point out here with that turret there, we're under a 4,000 gold deficit for Uncle Touchy's Basement Playground. So I just love that name. I just want to say it all the time.
That's what I'm gonna name my first novel.
Mundo keeping the lane warded, trying to keep Vi off of him. Syndra pulling the blue buff out. Definitely
Literally.
the best part about playing Syndra is relocating buffs.
You can relocate a lot of things. I wish you could relocate Baron. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that would be fun. Let me put Baron in the jungle. Just toss him over by red buff. All right, we got. It looks like Ashe is being chased down river. She going to have to be. No, I'm sorry. That's Zyra. I swear I am not colorblind. Speaking of which, what am I doing? I forget where it is, and I probably look like an
game
idiot
or interface.
who has never played this before. Sorry, everyone, for putting this stuff up on the screen. We gotta get the
Is
colorblind
it in our
mode.
video?
There it is. That's gonna have a little hiccup there. There we go. Now do we continue to refer to them as Purple Team?
Ryan Kohler asking the tough questions, everybody. Because topside is just too much. Should we just refer to them as Dank Ganks?
Ah, they're always Dank Ganks.
Much Dank, very Ganks. Wow. Ooh, Fat Man coming down to
Okay.
help out with the counter
Ashe
gank.
getting caught. It's just gonna be the slow no, not the stun. She flashes
Zenith
forward.
Blade into the Gragas ult.
That ignite getting
Beautiful plays.
God, I thought Ashe would be able to walk out of that, but not with Lucian there. Got a Vi v Syndra fight going on here. The ult comes out and dunked to death. Michael Jordan in the house.
Let's go. It's your boy Jay-Z. Alright, so that was some more Space Jam reference for those of you who really appreciate that movie. I may or may not have fully viewed an entire VHS of that movie so many times where it no longer registers in any VHS player. After which point I bought a DVD version at Best Buy for $4.
I did that to a VHS tape when I was a child once. I'm not going to say what it was.
Was it your parents' wedding?
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
No, I was actually a Betamax, man.
Okay.
VHS is for plebs.
Gotcha.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
All right, so blue team picking up the objectives here, getting a
Really
little
minimizing
bit of a
that
comeback
gold
there.
lead too. We're down to like 3.5K. That's
Yeah,
good stuff. They're even ahead in kills now.
Yep.
Almost. They're catching up in turrets as well. They really just gotta catch up in
Mustard.
objective control and then ward just so they can make calls around where the enemy team is going. In games of this caliber, vision is crucial.
So it looks, I mean, Vi's ganks have been very successful here. I see that she's 5-2. So she is kind of proving to be a pretty powerful force on this team. I think,
Certainly.
especially with Mundo top.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we could get V-Flux to have a kill. That'll help him out
He
a
did
lot.
get his Blade of the Ruined King recently, and since then he has not really fought Mundo.
Correct.
That could potentially turn the fight. Granted, he is 80 CS behind and down 3 kills
Yep.
and an assist.
One thing I will point out is that Mundo is incredibly tanky with that Randuin's. The Randuin's is effectively going to make that Bork a lot less effective, I believe. I mean,
To a certain extent. Trundle has a lot of kiting utility in his own kit built in, so the fact that the Randuin slows on hit will kind of get neutralized, but the armor, Trundle can steal armor with his ult, so the armor doesn't matter so much. It's just that the slow on hit will eventually get to Trundle, especially if Mundo's ult comes out, which gives him a obnoxious amount of movement speed, as you pointed out earlier on in our lifetimes.
I can't believe I called those cleavers. Those are definitely not cleavers.
Those are trophy cups.
Those are trophy cups. Okay, we got an engage coming here.
Mundo
It's going to be
getting
a
caught out
5v1.
like nobody's business.
Mundo just, and of course, only Mundo can make that kind of a play
Right.
from a 5v1.
He decides to not really care about the fact that 5 people were on him for at least 15 seconds.
I would like to point out, although they picked up Mundo, red team, purple team went for the objective control and picked up that dragon that effectively.
Dank Ganks with the Dank distraction.
Yep.
Although that did put a kill onto V-Flux, so this could potentially start the turnaround on his end.
And I think that would have been a ending a killing spree. That's going to be 432 free gold there. So that's good. However, that just goes to show you that sometimes, or most of the time, when somebody gets caught like that, running to them to help is pointless. Let them die and find somewhere else to make your play, which is what Dank Ganks was able to do there, and they did a great job.
See all 5 members on the opposite side of the map? Why not throw down a dragon? If we're going to lose somebody, we might as well get something out of it. How about some global golden experience? Yes, please, and thank you. Can I have another? Not for another 6 minutes.
Sweeping out the Baron Pit, just making sure that that is clear of wards and getting that map control, vision control. Vision, as we know, a very important factor, especially in this season with all the changes that they're making. What do you think of the Season 4 vision changes, John?
I kind of dig it.
Pre-Season 4 and Season 4.
Yeah, I like the fact that supports around the world can all unite in the fact that now they can't be the only ones who ward in the game.
Yeah.
If they are the only ones who ward in the game, you're almost certain to lose because 3 wards on the map at any given point in time is simply not enough.
Nope.
I kind of like
Vide coming in moist, picking up with the ult on Zyra. Lucian ult coming out, getting zoned off. The stun comes out. This is a great team
Batman
fight.
goes down first.
Blue team their health is dropping.
Win now, more like die now.
This is looking like it's going to be a team fight in favor of Dank Ganks. And they do.
Mundo being incredibly obnoxious.
Yeah, Mundo alone just.
Oh, Cleaver? Yeah, to the face, to the
Double kill
mouth.
for Mundo, 6-1. That's a huge play right there. That took them up to a 6,000 gold lead. And they now have another 2 seconds of uncontested power play.
Which means they've got a tower for sure. They could try to pressure the inhib tower, but the safer play would be not to do that. Ooh, they got the talisman, I believe, is what gives you the effectively Shurelia's boost.
Yep. They got red team still has 5 seconds left in the power play. They're going to back off here. Looks like they're going to sweep through the jungle a little bit.
Try to secure some of the enemy's buffs.
Yep.
If they can't have the buffs, ain't nobody gonna have the buffs. Okay, I was gonna say.
Syndra taking the blue buff. She just about changed her mind. She's like, nah, I don't need that. I'll leave that at 1/16 health.
Lol JK.
Nope, .jpg.
Syndra steals blue buff.avi.
Alright, so Blue here sweeping out the Baron Pit, getting that map control back. Oh, I love me some Syndra. Looks like Syndra has her E fully leveled up. Can you see the skill levels in any way? I guess not. And let's go ahead and pull up the total gold here. See where that gold is being distributed on Dank Ganks. It looks like a majority of the gold has gone to Mundo and Syndra, which is going to be insane because their damage and crowd control is very painful. And on UTB, looks like Lucian's going to be the player there gold-wise. John, why you no talk?
Oh, I'm still speechless, kind of paralyzed by fear. As somebody who plays ADC mainly, the thought of a super-fed Mundo and Syndra combination makes my entire body clench very hard. pretty scary combination if I had to say so.
Taking a look at the kills here, 12 to 13, still very even. Gold though, 8,000 in favor of Dank Ganks.
Was I?
Oh, what's that? Oh, in the bottom left here. Yep, got it. All right, red team pushing in to pressure that dragon. It's not up though, is it? It's going to be up in a minute. They must have gotten their timer off a little bit. While blue team is going to
There's
push
one thing
in
I've
towards
learned
Baron.
in college and League of Legends: math is hard.
Red team coming across. They're going to see that because they ran right past the minion wave. Blue knows that red is coming. They might be able to catch somebody
proving to
out
be
of
well worth their
position.
weight in gold. And seeing as they're measured in bytes,
Vision war going on in the Baron pit. Just gold getting wasted by both sides. Nom nom nom.
are you Cho'Gath secretly, Ryan?
Mm-hmm. I've got so many stacks of my ult. Okay, now they move back to Dragon. 15 seconds left on the timer. They're still a little bit early.
I'm going to acquire some Dravenface stacks.
So many stacks of Dravenface. Trundle Pillar coming out and saying, Mundo, you do not get to go here. We have a team fight here, but it is a split one. We're going to just let the camera do its thing. Zyra getting exploded by Lucian. Mundo just running around, not caring, even though he's just surrounded on all sides.
Ash kiting like a bouse.
Wow, excellent kiting there on Odd Job, taking down the Trundle. Mundo is just going to run around and throw his trophies and see what happens here. Mundo not giving a crap about anything right now. Chasing down. The flash comes out on Gragas.
Can nobody stop this man? And or creature? Would creature be a good way to describe Mundo?
I don't know. All I know is that Mundo is just getting out of control. This actually might... Blue team might be able to pick up a kill there. They do not. And that is an ace.
Mundo ganks. Far too dank.
Yeah, and taking a look at the kills here, that Mundo is up to 8-1. That is not going to be fun.
Looks like Lucian is kind of seeing what's happening right now, and he's built himself another Vampiric Scepter, which indicates to me that he's building a Blade of the Ruined King, which at this point in the game is going to be the only thing that could potentially save him from Mundo. His team can't even really save him at this point, unless they're in a enclosed enough space where Trundle can pillar him out of a fight. But if that's not going to happen, then they don't really have the crowd control to really keep Mundo away from Lucian. You'd think
Ben just canceling those auto attacks.
Canceling auto attacks for days. If he wasn't canceling all of his auto attacks, he'd have at least 155 CS and would have hit Mundo at least 3 more times.
At least 3 more times. So it looks like UTB just trying to keep something resembling map control here. Just pushing out, keeping their jungle warded. Baron is up, and as well as Dragon, and I believe. No, Dragon is down right now. But Baron is up, and they are pressuring it right now. Red team is. Trundle in a very scary spot there. Trundle looking like he's going to get picked up. The Leona ult just catches him with the slow. He puts out his big icy circle, but he is a dead man. Oh, the double stun. Gragas just getting crowd controlled to death, even though he threw his ult off. That is going to be a Baron, most likely for Dank Ganks. No, they want to keep pressuring mid lane.
It's like they'd rather get some towers and maybe get some super minions going than getting Baron. Looks like they're already confident in their team fighting abilities, so they they'd rather prioritize actual objectives that will go towards their victory than just stalling.
Yep. Baron, I mean, they don't need more damage. Let's put it that way. They've got plenty. They just point out the gold again. We're looking at almost 15,000 right now, 14 or 15. So, and 3 tower advantage for red team. Dank, Ganks, all the towers.
All towers, all the
Make
time.
that 4.
ATAT pro strat.
Red team backing off. Let's take a look here. They're probably going to buy. Yeah, they're a lot of their members rocking around 2,000 gold right now. They could buy up. Ash could finish out her. What is she building right now with that second BF sword?
Probably an Infinity Edge if I had to guess.
There you go. Yeah. Well, she can't afford that quite yet, but Ash doing a good job CSing. 5-3-5 on both
The
AD
buy
carries.
pick. Can she get the Syndra?
Syndra's just gonna walk away. So this team fight is actually looking decent, but Mundo is still just an unstoppable juggernaut, just sitting there at a quarter health. Blue team just chasing him down, trying to do something.
Dude,
It's not gonna work. Mundo's just gonna come back in for more.
look at that. Look at that ult just going. Last time.
What did he say?
He said good commentating, guys.
Was that sarcasm?
I don't know. He's on Dank Ganks, and they're winning, so I don't know why he would be frustrated.
Yeah, okay. And the surrender
GG
coming
is
out.
all around. All right. More sportsmanship featured in the St. Cloud League of Legends.
Watch your mic on stuff like that. Were you talking to me when I was talking about him?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to piss people off.
Oh.
Yeah, never. It's fine.
Game 1 of a best-of-3 series between Uncle Touchy's Basement Playground and Dank Ganks. Goes
Yeah.
to Dank Ganks.
Yep.
Well played all around.
1 point for Dank Ganks right there. So we're probably looking at a few minutes until the next game starts here. We'll leave those stats up there for you to peruse. Take a look at the damage graph here. I'm always curious to see that. I don't want to see what Mundo looks like. Ouch. That is a lot of damage right there. Cinder with overall damage, though. Let's take a look. What was her farm at? Oh, 300. That would be why. And it looks like the next game is set up and ready to go, so we'll go ahead and join that. And
Go ahead and
we're gonna go
spectate.
we're going to go AFK for just a moment here, and we'll be back with you in a sec.